Wait, why am I pouring water on a full face of makeup?
Hi guys, today's video is something I've been really excited to film. We are putting this full face of Inside Cosmetics to the ultimate waterproof test. I have been seeing waterproof makeup all over Instagram and I had to try it for myself. So I have created this glam using only Inside products, and in the end we are going to pour some water and see if it actually holds up or not.
To prep my skin, I've already cleansed and moisturized. Now I'm starting with the hydrating primer. It's lightweight, super smooth and gives my skin the perfect base to hold onto the makeup all day. And now let's move on to the brows. For brows, I'm using this brow tattoo. It's like a tint that will not only fill any sparse areas but will also set the brows in place. I'm starting with the eyes first so I can clean up later. I'm taking the concealer in LN10 to clean under my brows and prep my eyelids. Once that's blended out, I'm gonna set it with some powder. This step is key so that we get a smoother blend of eyeshadows. For eyeshadows, I'm using the Winged Eyes eyeshadow palette in Aesthetic. Starting with a warm matte brown shade on a fluffy brush, I'm gonna buff it into my crease. And then picking up a deeper chocolate brown shade, I'm gonna pack it on the outer corners. I'm also gonna halfway take it through my crease. Now I'm gonna pick up this shimmery shade on my finger and tap it on the center of the lid. This adds a nice dimension and makes the eyes pop. Lastly, I'm just gonna blend out all the edges and make it look very seamless. That's it for the top lids. We'll come back and finish the lower lash line after the base. Moving on to the face, I'm using the Radiance filter. This adds such a beautiful glow from within. I love this step before base makeup. It just makes everything look healthier and more skin-like. Then I'm going in with the HD foundation in the shade LNP15. This one has a silky texture and offers medium buildable coverage that evens out the complexion beautifully without masking the skin. And now for concealer, I'm using the shade LN13. It's a perfect match for me, so I'm gonna spot conceal and use it under my eyes. And then I'm using the Duo Stick Contour Side for sculpting, applying it on the cheekbones, forehead and jawline. It's super creamy and blends very easily. And now for some color, I'm using their liquid eyeshadow in Venice Rose. It's this romantic rose pink that adds a nice flush to the skin. And then with a lighter shade, which is LN10, I'm gonna add some brightness under my eyes, on my forehead, on the bridge of the nose and a little on the chin, and just blending it all with a dense brush. It looks very natural and radiant. And now let's lock the base in. I'm taking their compact powder and pressing it under my eyes, around my mouth and anywhere I crease or get oily. It's just very important to powder well or else everything is going to smudge, especially with the water test. Let's go back to the eyes now. I'm just gonna smoke out the lower lash line with the same deep brown shade we used earlier. This step really ties the whole look together. Then I'm going in with the mascara. This is such a good everyday option. This one gives you a good volume, separates the lashes and doesn't clump or flake. Lastly, I'm just gonna add a touch of powder blush to bring some soft color back to the cheeks and tie the whole base together. Okay, now it's time for lips. Lining them with a lip liner in Chestnut Grove for a sculpted deep outline. Then I'm gonna take a brush and just smudge it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna take this hydrating gloss in Brown Sugar for that juicy finish. This lip combo is a chef's kiss. Now locking everything in with a makeup fixer spray. This is just gonna melt all the layers together, and this is what's going to help us test how well it holds up when the water hits the face.
And with that we are ready. This is the final look. Now let's test it with some water. Okay, I have water right here. Let's pour it and see if anything moves. Okay, so far nothing has moved or smudged. Not even my brows. Let's pat it dry with a tissue and then check. And is there any transfer? You guys, there's no transfer. Okay, I'm kind of shocked that this works. Wow. There's seriously no transfer. Okay, the test results are in and the final verdict is that Inside Cosmetics waterproof makeup routine has passed. Everything held up beautifully and I had so much fun filming this for you. Let me know if you want me to test this under sweat or heat next time. And if you enjoyed watching this, then please like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.